Have you ever wondered how hiring international workers can actually benefit your business in the UK? Hiring international workers can be a game changer for many UK businesses. Not only can it bring in fresh perspectives and new ideas, but it can also help fill skill gaps in the local market. However, one of the biggest hurdles employers face is navigating the complex process of employer sponsorship. In the UK, employer sponsorship is a necessary step for businesses that want to hire international workers. It's a way for employers to demonstrate that they're committed to complying with UK immigration rules and that they're willing to take on certain responsibilities to ensure the smooth integration of international workers into their teams. But before we dive deeper into the world of employer sponsorship, it's essential to understand why international hiring is so important for UK businesses. The truth is, the UK has always been a hub for international talent, and with the current skills shortage in the job market, hiring international workers can be a vital strategy for businesses looking to stay competitive. In recent years, we've seen a significant increase in the number of international workers moving to the UK. In fact, according to recent statistics, international workers now make up around 17% of the UK workforce. This trend is expected to continue, driven by the growing demand for skilled workers in industries like tech, healthcare, and finance. The demand for international talent is particularly high in certain regions of the UK, such as London and the Southeast. In these areas, businesses are often competing for the same pool of skilled workers, which can drive up salaries and make it even harder to attract the right talent. One of the most significant trends we're seeing in international hiring is the growth of remote work. With the rise of digital communication tools and remote work platforms, it's now easier than ever for businesses to hire international workers who can work from anywhere in the world. This has opened up new opportunities for UK businesses to tap into global talent pools and find the skills they need to grow and thrive. When it comes to hiring international workers, there are several types of visas available, each with its own set of requirements and eligibility criteria. One of the most popular options is the skilled worker visa, which is designed for workers who have a job offer from a UK employer that meets certain skill and salary requirements. The skilled worker visa is often the most straightforward option for employers who want to hire international workers. However, it does require employers to meet certain sponsor license requirements, which we'll discuss in more detail later. Another popular option is the Tier 2 intra-company transfer visa, which allows employers to transfer existing employees from an overseas branch to a UK office. This visa is often used by large multinational companies that need to move staff around the world. In addition to these visa options, there are also Youth Mobility Scheme visas, which allow young people from certain countries to work in the UK for up to 2 years. These visas are often used by employers looking to bring in fresh talent and new ideas. So, how do employers become licensed sponsors and start hiring international workers? The process involves applying for a sponsor license from the UK Visa and Immigration Department. This license requires employers to meet certain requirements, such as demonstrating that they're a genuine business, have systems in place to monitor and report on migrant workers, and are committed to complying with UK immigration rules. Once an employer has a sponsor license, they can start assigning certificates of sponsorship to international workers they want to hire. This certificate is essentially a virtual document that contains the worker's details and confirms that the employer is sponsoring their visa application. As a licensed sponsor, employers have certain responsibilities, including reporting any changes to a worker's circumstances, ensuring that workers are complying with the terms of their visa, and cooperating with immigration officials if they need to. I'm joined now by Sophie, the HR manager at a UK-based tech firm that's successfully navigated the sponsorship process. Sophie, can you tell us a bit about your experience with hiring international workers and what advice you would give to other employers who are just starting out? Sophie, absolutely. So, we've found that hiring international workers has been a game changer for our business. We've been able to bring in fresh perspectives and skills that we just couldn't find in the local market. The sponsorship process can be complex, but it's definitely worth it in the end. One tip I would give to other employers is to make sure you understand the visa requirements and eligibility criteria inside out. It's essential to get this right to avoid any delays or rejection of visa applications. Another tip is to build a strong relationship with your international workers from the start. This means being clear about expectations, providing support and resources, and making them feel part of the team. One of the biggest challenges we faced was ensuring that our HR systems were compliant with UK immigration rules. This took some time and resources, but it was essential to get right. One thing that surprised us was how much international workers can bring to the table. Not only do they bring new skills and perspectives, but they also bring a fresh approach to problem solving and a new way of thinking. One of the most common challenges employers face when hiring international workers is navigating the cultural differences and language barriers. This can be a challenge, but it's one that can be overcome with the right support and resources. Another challenge is ensuring that international workers are integrated into the team and feel part of the culture. This can take time and effort, but it's essential to get right to avoid any feelings of isolation or disconnection. In our experience, the benefits of hiring international workers far outweigh the challenges. We've seen a significant increase in productivity, innovation, and creativity, which has had a direct impact on our bottom line. Hiring international workers can also bring significant benefits for UK businesses, such as increased diversity, access to new markets, and enhanced reputation. It can also help to address skills gaps in the local market and bring in fresh perspectives and ideas. In today's fast-paced business environment, hiring international workers can be a vital strategy for UK businesses looking to stay competitive and grow. By understanding the employer sponsorship process and the various visa options available, employers can tap into global talent pools and find the skills they need to succeed. So, what are the key takeaways from today's video? Firstly, hiring international workers can bring significant benefits to UK businesses, including increased diversity, access to new markets, and enhanced reputation. Secondly, the employer sponsorship process can seem complex, but it's worth it in the end. Finally, by understanding the visa requirements and eligibility criteria, building strong relationships with international workers, and overcoming cultural and language barriers, employers can successfully navigate the sponsorship process and start reaping the rewards of hiring international workers. In conclusion, employer sponsorship is a vital part of the international hiring process. By understanding the process and the benefits it can bring, UK businesses can stay competitive, grow, and thrive in today's fast-paced global economy. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on international hiring and employer sponsorship. If you have any thoughts or experiences you'd like to share on hiring international workers, please leave a comment below.